Hey guys, it's Ashley from Alcoholics Anonymous, and this is another book talk for Our Chemical Hearts by Crystal Sutherland. And yeah, so I've had this book for a while, and I decided that I wanted to read it because I wanted to watch the movie that it was based on that's on Amazon right now, which is just called Chemical Hearts, I believe, if you are curious and wanted to know. So watched I watched the book. Sure, you watched the book, Ashley. Okay, so I read the book while kind of watching the movie as well, and definitely differences. If you watched the movie and you haven't read the book, I highly recommend reading the book because it's. I'll just jump down. Okay, definitely got more in it, and some of the scenes changed, like I think what was one of them that changed was definitely like there's a scene dealing with the fish. This cover makes a lot more sense since reading the book. But there's a scene with the fish and a pond and it's not actually like a river or anything like that. It's more like a pond that's hidden, sort of. But the pond is hidden in the book. I believe it's hidden in like an old train station or something, or railroad station kind of type area. And the movie, it's a, it's not, it's something else. I can't remember what it was. But so that scene's a little different. Come here, Gracie. And so yeah, but so we're gonna start off. I guess I should probably talk to you about what the book is about. So the book follows Henry Page, who wants to be the school editor on the paper for I think it's his senior year, and he gets pulled into the office along with Grace Town by the school, like the teacher who does the school newspaper. So both of them get pulled in to the office, and the teacher lets them know that he wants them to be like co-editors, I guess you could say. And this is kind of when Henry starts to see Grace Town, and I guess kind of starts to fall for her and her weird ways, I guess. I don't know. Freaking mosquitoes bit me outside while I was doing a video. But anyways. So yeah. So it's about Henry Page falling in love for the first time with a girl who has some things going on in her life, some issues going on in her life that she doesn't want to share with him. She moved from another school to his school, and throughout the book, we learn what transpired or what happened to her to make her like this, what happened to her to give her the injuries that she had in the book, and the limp and everything. And it just, reading it kind of broke my heart. Like, it was really sad because it seems like she's holding on so hard to this picture of who she, not of who she was, but of who she was when she was before this thing happened to her. And she's holding on to that. She's holding on to the people that were in her life before it happened. And it's really heartbreaking. And I don't know personally how it is to like lose someone that close to you. I've had grandparents die that, it's not like I was really close to them or anything, but I've had grandparents die. But for her, like, it just it was so sad. And you see Henry trying to break through that shell, break through that exterior to this Grace town that he sees in like pictures and he saw on Facebook, I think, and he's just trying to get to know her, and it's hard. But so when at first she tells the teacher that she doesn't want to be a co-editor on the paper. She doesn't want anything to do with that. And so she just kind of walks off, and from that Henry follows her, asking her why she didn't want to do it and all this stuff. And stuff just happens from there. And then later on, she comes back and says that she'll be a editor with him, but she's never going to write anything. She doesn't want to write stories anymore. She doesn't want to write anything. And this also happens to do with stuff that happened to her. But it's just... So he kind of deals with that. And then he's got his friends, I don't even remember. I can't remember his friends' names, but his friends are in there too. And so, yeah, this is Henry Page's first love. And it says in here on the little synopsis how it's going to be disastrous and stuff. But yeah, I can't remember his friends' names. Oh, that tells me right here. So his friends' names were Murray Finch and Lolo. I'm not even going to try to say her friend's last name. So they just call him Mur and Lola. But those are his two friends that are also in the story with him and throughout this road to Grace Town. And it's just comical stuff ensues, heartbreaking stuff ensues. The different, just the characters are different. It's got a good representation of characters in there. And I don't know how many times I can say a heartbreaking story. I really don't. But he tries to pull Grace out, and sometimes they're great together, and they do things together, and she seems like the Grace that he wants, but then she falls back into this funk and becomes this shell of herself, as I guess he would say, and it's just like, I don't know. Without giving away the stuff that happens is really hard. And I don't know. I think probably my favorite scenes are the ones that I talk about in the beginning of the video, were with the pond and the fish and the koi fish in the pond, and then just going there and her showing him this spot of hers and just standing in this murky water. I don't know. It just sounds, I don't know. It's something about that. It's just, I don't know. But yeah. I don't even know how old this book is. I know I've had it for a while. 2016. But yeah. So definitely, if you've seen the movie and haven't read the book, I highly recommend the book. If you've read the book, I suggest watching the movie. It's not a bad take on it. The character in the movie is not how I pictured the character in the book for Henry. It was alright. And like I said, it's called Chemical Hearts. And I wouldn't have even known there was a movie about the book had I not gotten some email from Goodreads, I think, telling me about the movie. So, yeah. So check it out if you want this. It's a heartbreaking, heartfelt, if that makes sense, story. And just one person's road to their first love. One person's road to discovery and to finding herself, getting through hard times. Yeah. There you go. I will see you guys next time. Let me know what you thought if you've read it. Bye.